the breaker has CT, so you have CT on phase A, this is CT1, this is CT2, current transformer. And current transformer number 3 for C phase. And for the ground function, you're gonna have, just to simplify, imagine you have one CT around the whole thing, the entire thing. And this one is going to be your ground CT. If the ground CT senses something, it's going to trip based on the ground function. But in this scenario, look at the vector diagram of the current. We have, let's say, 1,000 amps coming in and 1,000 amps going back. The vector summation is going to be 0. So that ground CT, which monitors all 3 phases together, is going to see 0. So ground fault is going to be defeated. Again, 1,000 coming in. If I connect it the regular way, 1,000 coming in, ground CT sees 1,000 amp. It's going to trip based on the ground function. But now 1,000 coming in, 1,000 amp going back. And the ground CT around the whole thing is going to see 1,000 going in, 1,000 coming back. There is, if you add them up, it's going to be 0, 180 degrees difference, right? Going in, going out. So the total sum is going to be 0. Ground function is not going to see anything. Ground function is going to be defeated. Another method is to go ahead and disable the ground function, test long time, short time, and then go back and enable ground function and test the ground. But sometimes on the trip units, you cannot turn the function off or on. You cannot enable or disable it. In those scenarios, the only option is to wire them up like this to defeat the ground function. And once you finish testing long time and short time, you can connect it the normal way on each phase and test the ground function. Questions?
Do you ever record your lectures on YouTube or something?
For the videos for primary and secondary, I put these 3 videos on YouTube. I was planning to upload more pictures, but for the lectures in the classroom, if you are asking, no. The reason that I made these videos uploaded it on YouTube because we don't have this equipment in this classroom, and there is no way to bring them in. I wish, but
So back to the graph. Are we supposed to have 3 graphs total, or is it going to be 1, like per phase?
are you talking about the TCC?
Yes.
Okay, so here you have one for long time, one for short time, and one for the ground. In this scenario, we have 3 functions enabled. So this is gonna be your long time. This is gonna be your short time. And the green one is your ground.
But when on the contacts there are 3, right? When it was hooked up, like
Yeah.
on the, so we're testing each one.
Each one separately. Phase A, phase B, and phase C.
So ideally, they're all supposed to trip around the same time as like phase A. Phase B is supposed to be the same too, and then phase C. Is there times where there isn't, and you have to like report that separately?
Yes, on the test form, you're gonna have long time pickup, long time delay, short time pickup, short time delay, ground pickup, ground delay. So 6 recorded times and currents. So 6 test results for A phase. Now you move to B phase, same thing. 6 results for B phase, and then 6 results for C phase.
And like how you had it on that program, that'll all on one graph, it won't be like three separate.
Oh, TCC. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. Yes, the TCC applies to all three phases. All three phases are supposed to follow the same thing. So, as long as, for example, for short time delay, your phase A and B and C, the results might be different.
So I'm supposed to have 18 separate readings on one of those, or?
On one circuit breaker, yes.
And that'll be.
If
again,
you
that's all
have
gonna be based on that
instantaneous
one thing.
function, if you have instantaneous function enabled, then you're gonna have more. But yeah, whatever you have on A phase, you're gonna repeat the test on B phase, you're gonna repeat the test on C phase. And that's what I was trying to show. There we go. Now I have to. Alright folks, here is the, so you have the timer on for the current, and then, okay, right now, it is connected on A phase.
Right.
Once we are done, we're gonna disconnect it, move everything, and connect the B phase. Go through all the testing, and then we move it, and we're gonna connect it to C phase. So yes, we have one TCC as the reference to compare the test results. It's just like the single line diagram, one diagram applies to all three phases. But the test is gonna be performed individually, A phase, B phase, and C phase. Anything else? Miguel?
What I was trying to say is, we're gonna have three different charts for each phase. Like, say for chart A, we make one, and phase A, L long trip, they trip at, your short trip, they trip at, 117, and then you, for phase B, they trip at 109. So that means we have to make three different charts for each phase.
Or is it all